It.
So, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you started in music?
Well, first off, I'm J Prob. I started in music. I don't know. That's always like a weird question when people ask. Cause I feel like when you do certain things that you're passionate about, it's like you kind of do them. Like I can't remember a time where I didn't like music or I wasn't into music or like trying to write music, even though if I wasn't doing it on a serious level. Like I can remember as far back as being like probably like five and just like liking music or just being, like in the freaking mirror performing and shit like to songs that were popular or whatever. But like in terms of like being like an artist, I guess I probably put my first song out like right 2016 or like officially probably put it out in 2018 maybe. So I don't know. It's weird.
So, was there a point where you started taking it serious, where you're like, I'm an artist, I want
I
to
feel
do
like yeah,
this?
like 2018. That's where I was like, all right, I'm get my stuff on all streaming, like, and I was performing, doing shows, and just thinking about different ways to market myself, and like to reach out to get my music more like exposure and stuff, because you don't have like management or whatever. You kind of gotta be that person for yourself.
So, what's some of the things you use to get your music in front of people?
What do you mean, like tools or like platforms or like what do you mean?
Well, I mean, you said you thought of different ways to market yourself. So, what are some of those ways that you use?
Well, I feel like 'cause me, like, I think everybody just has to use whatever it is in turn, like whatever their superpower is. Like me, I started off as a photographer. So like I kind of use those things to kind of like help further my brand or whatever. Because I do my own music videos. Like I started out doing like stuff for like weddings or whatever. But then like eventually I started to shoot with like strippers and dancers and stuff. So I started to like build those type of relationship and incorporate those like in my sets. Like I used to bring like strippers out on the poles and shit out in my performances. So just whatever works with you, like whatever access you have. I feel like that's what niggas gotta use type shit.
So, is that so? Yeah, I noticed on like on your Instagram, for example, you have a lot of pictures of like dancers or like women in like
Yeah, those the
lingerie.
homies. Those the homies.
So, can you talk about like how that makes you different as a art? Well, as a male artist, having like
Okay.
women.
Is that different though? I feel like I don't know. I feel like niggas been doing that since the beginning of the
Yeah, but
time.
I feel like the way you do it is like it's more in the for. It's almost like it's focused on the women, and then your
Okay.
music is like the background to
It's
it,
like
which is
the
cool.
it's
Like,
like the soundtrack for
yeah, like I like that. I think that's
Okay.
cool.
Nah, yeah, I mean, I love women, like I love black women and shit. So like, I don't know, like it's always something magical about capturing them. That I always know that it's gonna capture people's attention, and it's always cool like to highlight them because a lot of them are doing their thing and shit, and they be holding me down. They play me in their clubs and shit when they performing and stuff. So it's kind of like one hand washes the other kind of situation.
And as far as your career as an artist, is that like your main focus, or like how far do you want to take yourself?
As a music artist, it's definitely it's definitely one of those key things that are kind of like furthering like my creativity because ultimately I think what I want to do, what every creative wants to do, is just like express themselves, and I'm just finding different ways to express myself, whether it be through the visual art medium or like audio medium, and I'm pretty sure as I continue to grow, I may find different things. I feel like business is even like an art form too that I'm starting to really fall in love with as well. So.
So, do you have any like anybody you want to collaborate with, or anybody you want to work with in the future?
You mean like if it's like,
As
like,
far as
like if I could
music,
collaborate with anybody in the world, or just
yeah,
like people that are like within reach, or like I've been thinking about, or
that you've been thinking about anybody, even if it's a little out of reach or seems that way.
um, I don't know. Like, I feel like I like that girl Hook a lot.
Oh yeah, she
I like her.
fire.
Um, and I know some of her people be following me and shit. So I don't know. That's like she's really cool. Like people that are outside of the box, and like it's like you don't find a lot of people like that in New York. Everybody in New York is like super fucking hard to like. If you're not, that's why it took
Yeah.
so long for motherfuckers to fuck with me. Like, cause I'm not on that type of shit. You feel me? Like I pull up with the strippers and shit, but like I'm throwing Pokemon cards and shit. Like, like you feel me? Like it's just a different type of energy, Like, but niggas ended up gravitating to it and shit, so it's cool. But like I like people that are kind of like out of the box and more fun with their shit. So, but if I like I like, I think if we were talking about like my idols or influences, it could probably be like a Kanye's or like I like people who are like multifaceted too, like who do he controls a lot of his visual aspects or whatever. Like Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, shit. I like him. Tyler, I like him. Uh, People like that. Sure.
So you like, or what about like Key?
Which key is like? You mean the key lock or the other?
Key Atlanta. He's
Oh,
just Key with an exclamation point.
exclamation point. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I've seen that name. I don't know what the. I don't know a song though.
Oh yeah.
I seen it.
But he's another artist that's like out the box.
Word? Okay, I
Yeah.
gotta check him out. I gotta check him out because I definitely see. I think it comes up on my Spotify, but I probably just was like, never really, yeah. But I mean, anybody who like, because when I feel like whenever you're able to control like different aspects of your artistry, whether you can get the full picture and the full idea out there more. I feel like when I was just doing music, or if I'm just doing one, and I don't, you don't really get the whole story. You don't really get the whole idea of like who I am type shit. Because if somebody else can shoot my shit, they're not really gonna have the same, the idea, the same mind behind it and shit, and it may just come out different.
Yeah.
So I just started doing everything. Like I even record myself. I mix my shit myself because New York, like people would just fuck your shit up. So I'm like, I might as well just fuck my shit up, and learn along the way.
But
Type
that's
shit.
fire that you take control over your vision, because I think that's something a lot of artists struggle with, because
Yeah.
it's really hard to stay consistent.
You
So
got that's the only way to really stay consistent unless you got like a big budget or you got a machine behind you type shit. I feel like you gotta have or you got a team that's behind you. Like some people got that shit. Like I got a team behind me. My team is small because I don't really like fuck with a lot of people or trust. Like I'm a Capricorn, bro. So
control.
I'm super control. Like and first other person on my team is the fucking Capricorn too. So shout out to Rocky. Fucking
Oh yeah, shout out to Rocky.
yeah.
What? Okay, so can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Rocky and like your
Um.
your team?
Yeah. I mean, I've known Rocky for probably about like 5, maybe more than like 6 years or something like that. I feel like I was doing music, like behind it. I was just like rapping. I wasn't really putting music out, but I was just like the nigga that could rap type shit. And she wasn't doing music at all, actually. But I remember she let me hear some shit like that she had on like a phone app, like it was like some garage band shit. I was like, bro, this shit is mad interesting. You should start fucking doing music. And like she was like, nah, 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 nah. But, like a couple years later, she ended up starting doing like we did like this jam session event where like it was like live band shit. So we used to like we kind of started backwards. We started like performing first before we really started putting music out. We were like really just being performers. And she went to school for performing arts and shit too. So like she's real heavy in that aspect, and she really helped me like think outside of the box. I always say like she'll tell you like she probably wouldn't be doing music like if it wasn't for me, but I probably wouldn't still be continuing to do music if it wasn't for her type shit.
That's dope. It's good to
Yeah.
have people around you like that that could push you
Yeah, yeah,
and
for
that you
sure.
trust.
Yeah.
So also, can you talk a little about like your creative process when it comes to making a song or even shooting? Like, what do you go through to create?
Bro, I don't know. It depends, bro. It depends. Sometimes the shit can just hit me like sometimes I get tired of sounds really quickly. So like I know like if I can't listen to something or it'd be like, yo, this shit is fire. Like I know I'm not gonna fuck with it. Like I'm not probably not gonna revisit it. Probably not. Um, but a lot of times like I'll just go because I do a lot of stuff from home, and I'll just go and like go through the beats that are sent to me, and I'll freaking like just put melodies over them and then just like fill them up with words sometimes. Even sometimes like we'll literally it's the song Gems that I just dropped. Um, we did the video first and then we did the song after. So it's like we just really just went out, got some girls and like recorded the video, and then I played the video while I was in the studio and just like made the song based upon like inspiration from what I felt like it should sound like type shit.
Yeah.
So I do shit like that, or we'll have like girls come to the studio, just like try to see what their vibe is, like what type of shit they like, and we'll build off of that type shit. So
That's dope. That's a
Yeah,
great way to do it.
yeah.
I think that. So, what do you feel about? Because I know a lot of men kind of have women come to check the vibe of the song. Like, what do you feel about like women's kind of role when it comes to creating and just in music in general?
You mean like the in terms of being like a tastemaker, like tastemakers?
Yes.
For sure? I feel like
Mhm.
women. I mean, it's like women and children, bro. Like I feel like those are the tastemakers for everything type shit. Like I feel like if women like it, niggas gonna like it because women like it eventually. Like I
Yeah.
know the shorty like it was this freaking Justin Bieber song and I fucking hated that shit. But she used to play it like she likes it. Oh no, this shit's actually kind of cool, you know. Like, but and kids, you know, like they fucking are the future type shit. So whatever it is, they know what the fuck is coming up, you know. So like it's good to like tap in to like what they see type shit too.
Do you have any words of inspiration for other artists, other creatives?
I don't know if I'm fucking the person to be giving words of inspiration, but if I did have anything to say, I'll just say just fucking do it, bro. Like, cause sometimes we get into our head and be like, yo, this shit gotta be perfect, or we gotta wait for this. I gotta wait till I do this. You just take what the fuck you have, and fucking just do that shit. Continue to do it. Do it again better next time. Learn from your mistakes. Just keep fucking going. Don't be waiting because motherfuckers will have you waiting forever, bro. Like if you waiting for another motherfucker to do some shit for you or to be like, nah, nigga, just do that shit, bro. Like whatever it is you can do. Shoot a fucking video on your iPhone. You can fucking record a song on your iPhone. Like whatever the fuck you gotta do. Don't be waiting for shit, bro.
Word, like no excuses.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Like your the platforms.
Okay, cool. All right, what's up, man? This is J Prob. Shout out to your plug's favorite. Make sure you go check out my video, crew, on all streaming platforms at J Prob.
Okay,
Is
fire.
that
Thank
cool?
you. Yeah.